Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Tower of God Season 2, or Kami no To, Season 2, Episode 1. I'm really excited to see what we've got. I wasn't able to do reactions like this for the first season. I think I only did like a review at the end. But if any of you are new to the channel coming in for this, I'm not going to try to go for a long intro here, not going to try to win the election for mayor of Yapsville. Just gonna keep it short. I've been doing Tower of God videos since 2016. I've been reading since 2011. So I will say ahead of time for those of you who are new, I have already read the manhwa, and not only have read, know kind of a lot. So just going in with that knowledge, I'm going to try my absolute best to never ever say anything spoilery. Of course, I think people watching my videos are going to expect me to compare certain things to the way it is in the manhwa, or to bring up information like that occasionally, but I won't say anything directly spoilery, and if I do have anything I need to say that's like spoilery, I will save it for the end of the video and give you all a warning ahead of time. So if that's something you really don't want to hear, that way you can get out ahead of time. I just really don't want to spoil anybody. I don't want to sour anybody's experiences, so I really wanted to mention that all ahead of time. I also don't know how I'm going to format these. Tell me what you want. I might try to post the full thing, but if I feel like there are a lot of pauses where I'm not saying much because I'm not really used to reacting to video content, then I might chop it up or cut it down a little bit. But I feel like, you know, I'll have to find what the balance is here. I'm going to start off trying to play the audio along with me reacting. Hopefully it's not too loud. I tried to mess with the volume levels a little bit beforehand so that it wouldn't be, but I might need to turn the volume down even more. Or I might need to get rid of the volume altogether if I run into copyright issues. I'm just truly not 100% sure what to do with these reactions yet because I am new to it. And I also might crop out the opening and ending if they're in this video specifically, or in this episode specifically. I might crop out the opening and ending from my reaction and post that as a separate thing. So, you know, might have that too. I really don't know what I'm doing yet. Let's just get into watching. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I really feel like this story is just so good, especially this part of the story is, many people say it's the best part of the story, that I think the animation from the PV looks like it's gonna be solid, looks like it's gonna be good. I don't think it's gonna blow us away like a lot of recent anime have, but I think even if the animation is just solid but not the best, the story can carry it. So long as they do the story justice, so long as they pace things out better than the first season, and it really seems like they are, then I think this could be absolutely amazing. So either way, let's get to watching and just see what we have for episode 1. We're starting out, I know from the PVs and stuff that we have some like redrawn, like completely reanimated scenes from season 1, and I honestly don't remember enough about season 1 in the anime to know how different this is. I love the designs though, what they did with them. Like Waryun's outfit here looks great. Anak looks really strange here. She looked really small. Haku looks different than the season 1 anime style. I feel like he looked different there. A lot different. I mean, they all look slightly different. Ooh, we're getting this scene that they cut out from season 1, I think. With the, oh, maybe not. I thought we were maybe gonna get that scene with Leroro and Quant. Okay, so they kept that like speech, I think, the same as season 1. I didn't know if they would change that to make it more in line. To make it more in line with the manhwa. So they are leaving her like Ha / in Japanese Sonata surname out. They're just saying Yurizahard. Honestly, Alumic's kind of tall. This is just so cool to see animated. This is cool. They really updated Misheni's like design to make her look more like she does in the future of the series than in this scene in the manhwa. Like, I really like how they updated Misheni's design, even though I do love her original presentation in the manhwa. Also, I guess because there was no box or whatever to tell us, we didn't really get a Misheni name drop. Garam name drop, that wasn't in the manhwa, right? I mean, we would have heard it from like the blog posts. And of course they abridged things a little bit, but you would expect that. The only thing I'm bummed that they cut was Yuri not being good with coffee and her wanting hot chocolate instead. A little bummer that they cut that. But they are just trying to speed through this intro scene. I'm liking Ojinaru's voice here. Okay, so that's what we're getting for Nyanya's voice. The background character designs for this are giving me very Hunter's Exam vibes. More than like what I expect from Tower of God background characters. Oh, solid. I like the way they presented that. Oh, we see the Pokeballs? Okay, they left in that. And I like this. I like this change. So in the manhwa, he wasn't in the bath, he was just hanging out in his room, on his bed or something. I actually think this change adds some more personality, though. We have a little Shinsu hand thing. Yeah, this adds more to it, I feel like. Him holding him underwater. Oh man, Lurker's voice is super familiar too. Okay, we have the beauty campaign, the skeleton diet. They really are, though. I feel like the only thing, this was always going to be kind of an issue. I'm loving the way they're presenting things so far. The only thing I'm not super into is they are like, it feels like the pacing is like they are kind of speed running some of these conversations. They really made Nyanya, Nayanya. They really made him tiny. It's ramen? Well, I guess it wasn't ramen before, but now it's ramen. They localized the tongue, Suyuk. Okay, focusing on the ring for this. That's good, I'm pretty sure the manhwa did that too. Wangnan's character introduction is like really good too. And I think this... Man, this is so cute. I think this episode's titled, Last Chance, or whatever it is. Like, whatever the first arc of Season 2 is in the manhwa. So I would love if these first 4 episodes that people got in the preview, I'd love if the titles are Last Chance, Strongest Regular, Untrustworthy Room, and The Praise. That would be a killer first 4 episode titles. Okay, excited to see how they do this. We saw a lot of this. Like, this is really what they focused on in the PVs. So it'll be cool, like, to see this, of course, but then it'll be really cool to see after this when we're getting into more content that wasn't already shown to us in the PVs. This guy already got medical attention and got beaten up again. Okay, a bunch of randoms taken out. The dude got beat up, got his arm fixed up, and then got beat up again. I didn't know from the PVs how I would feel about how Wangnan's hair looks, but I think in the actual episode seeing it now, it looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. Okay, and his insert thing here strategy is like gonna be really cool if they continue to make that like a recurring thing. We still don't hear him speak. I guess we're probably not gonna hear too much this episode, I would imagine. God, he looks so good in the anime. I love the way Hoyang looks in the anime. I actually like the change in her outfit. I'm pretty sure her outfit is different. I think this outfit looks good. Okay, they're like moving at a fast pace with this, but it's like it's not that fast. It's really good. I think they're really catching the emotions like really well. Because like everything's like weird and friendly and bright, despite the fact that yeah, if he loses, he's getting turned into a skeleton. And then RIP to his really cool outfit when he was first introduced. Man, I always thought his first introduction with like the fluffy collared pea coat was the coolest outfit. God, and like all of their individual characters were getting so many good like small hints. I kind of feel bad mentioning like, oh, they're characters as if they're gonna stick around and be important, but I feel like the opening, the opening would have already spoiled that for you. Okay, we're getting into some good stuff. Interesting that they choose to portray him pulling his weapon out like that. I think it's really cool though. I think it does look similar to that in the manhwa. I'm just used to people pulling out weapons from like inventories. That was an interesting line from Horyang. Okay, I love the wing changing too. Akraptor is also really great. That was cool. I think that was the part where... Isn't that the part where we have the shot of him like jumping in between the two of them? I kind of am bummed we don't get that shot of him between the two, like with his arms out and the Shinsu coming from his arms. I think that's where that shot was. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's later or something. All of their voices are really good though, so far. I really love the casting. Ooh. Okay, they turned the shield into a named scale. Weird. I don't know how I feel about like the lightning portrayal. Okay, so we hit with those flashbacks a little early. They did leave out the random guy coming in and just getting one shot. Which I think would have been hilarious if they left that in. I love the Pokeball redesigns too. And the green flames when they explode. I think that portrayal looks really good. And then we get the weird exoskeleton thing. I didn't know if they would change that any, because it is like weird. Even as manhwa readers, everybody thinks it's weird. I wish they really would have left in the comedy moment of the random guy getting sent in and getting one shot, though. That is one thing I wish they kept in. Ooh, it's cool how they're spacing out these flashbacks like this. I hope this doesn't mean they're leaving out one scene, though. And that's it? That felt like 10 minutes. Okay, I'm excited for the ending. This one is called Last Chance. Okay, so it'd be so cool if the next one's called The Strongest Regular. Ah, that's so cool. I got chills. I really like this so far. Okay, this is cool. It's just the hard eyes, but we have the same things popping up like in the first few. So what if it's slightly different each episode, and each episode we get to see more of these panels filled in? Like, that'd be so good. Then by the end, it's gonna feel like so even like I'm getting a little like teary-eyed here. It's like really, really nostalgic. Like, I first read this stuff back in like 2010, 2011 when I was basically a kid. This is like crazy nostalgic for me. And again, who would think that like nearly a decade and a half later we'd get an anime adaptation for it? God, I think I might like this song more than the opening. Yeah, I think I like this more than the opening. Especially when it all gets filled out toward the end. Cute, we get a mini anime at the end. Okay, really, really, really good stuff. I thought that that was like so much better than I was expecting. Honestly, it blows me away how quick that felt. It felt like 10 minutes to watch this. That was so fun. I really liked it. This makes me more excited for the future because I'm like, if they put this much in to this section and if this section ended up this well, when it's like, it's just a simple intro. It's the intro to the intro. If this is this good, then it makes me excited for what some of the even crazier, even better stuff later on will end up looking like. Again, I mentioned it while reacting. I guess there's not too much to say other than what I mentioned while reacting. I love the casting. I think the voices sound great for the characters. I think the voices were really, really well cast. I like the way that some things were presented and portrayed. There's very few things that I'm like, it sucks that they skimmed over this. Oh, it sucks that they left this out. Pretty much nothing. Again, the only thing I mentioned is I think it's fine not including it because, like, a lot of people, I often forget it even happened. But there's one part in the manhwa where, like, they're all running around fighting and the next guy gets sent in and just gets one shot clapped and then they keep fighting and stuff, and I think that that's a really fun moment, and that's the only thing that I'm like, that would have been funny if they put in, but I don't think it hurts the season in any way to leave it out. And there are some things that I think, much like in season 1, where as the series went on they made some weird changes and weird choices that I didn't like. There were some choices, especially early on, that I was like the way that Bam-kun and Rak first met on the second floor in like episode 2, I think. I don't think that was in episode 1. I think they waited for that until episode 2 of the anime. Like that, I think the way that they changed that, the way that they paced out the three of them meeting made more sense to me, and I think they improved that in kind of a way. And I think like having the Wangnan and Lurker scene take place when Wangnan was in the bath after failing an exam, I think that was a cool change. I think that, him holding his head underwater instead of holding his head just to the floor adds to the scene. So I think that was actually something that, adds to the anime, something that they changed that makes it even better. I am going to go now and record a sort of video to talk about the opening And yeah, I guess that's about it. I guess I don't really need a separate opening or a separate video for the ending because I talked about the ending a lot here in this video, but I'll do a separate video on the opening so that I can kind of break it down part by part. But yeah, either way, that's it, I guess. I don't want to leave you for a long time, but I thought that was really, really, really good. I think it was better than my expectations. And my expectations weren't low, but I didn't think, like, I didn't think it'd be absolutely incredible. And it was solid. It was really good. It was really good. But either way, I'll end things here. Thank you for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this episode, my thoughts and first reaction and all of that. Don't know how I'm going to edit this. If the audio in the background is too loud, which is something that I kind of fear a little bit, that I had it turned up too loud, then for next episode I'll turn it down a bit. Hopefully I don't run into any copyright issues. That would suck. But yeah. Either way, I really enjoyed doing this. Thank you all for being here, being a part of it. I said like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you want to help support the channel by dropping a super thanks down below, it's appreciated. If you want to help support the channel by becoming a patron or channel member, you get One Piece videos a little early, get your name at the end of these videos, every video really. All you have to do is hit join down below if you want to become a member. Go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description if you want to become a patron. Thank you so much to people who are already patrons and members though. Thank you to Chosen Regular Evan Holly, Magical Girls, FR Nono, Abyss Knight, NJA, Cheriton Students, David Langstaff and Folded Ghoul, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Element Pate Ardial. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.